So one of the first things I did when I hit Harney County was I went out to the airport, to the FBI compound. I wanted to ask them directly if there was any French mercenaries on the ground. I thought it would be a good idea to tell them what I was doing here, and that's what I did. I went out there and asked them the question. And the noise you hear in the background there, that's those generators operating. As you can see, the FBI are still fully hunkered down there at the airport. They're ready to go, prepared for anything. Now this conversation we're about ready to have, it was very low key. They were very polite. I tried to be as polite as I could, but I thought the question needed to be asked. So here's the question I posed to the FBI. How you doing? Hello.
How you doing?
I got a couple questions for you if you don't mind. This is where the whole situation happened with the the Bundy thing, and I've come up here to kind of like take it in to see where it happened, and I'm also looking for French.
Who?
I'm looking for French mercs. We've had reports that there are French mercenaries on the ground here, and you're with the FBI, right?
That's right.
And are you familiar with any French private contract?
Like that, no.
No French contract.
Not that we've seen or ever heard of, no.
Okay, that's why I've come up here, and I'm looking for it's probably false. We don't know for sure, but I'm coming up here.
Are you with someone or just?
No, I'm an alternative media. I'm from Las Vegas.
Okay.
And I'm just going to be on the ground looking for French mercenaries, basically.
Okay.
If it's true, then I just want to document it.
Sure.
And that's why I'm out here. I'm just going to take a couple pictures of that thing over there.
This is with alternative media.
I'm out of Las Vegas.
What's your name? I didn't catch your name.
Mueller.
Mueller.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and I just want to let you know why I'm here.
You can take all the pictures you want.
I can take all. Okay, I appreciate that.
Do you have the public information number?
No, that's not necessary. I'm just going to be on the ground looking, on my own personal.
They've had reports of French mercenaries in the area, and he's trying to figure out if that's true or not.
Okay. Well,
Have you ever? It's not true. It's not true. It's all rumor. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's why I drove all the way to Vegas. I drove from Vegas here to make sure, it's not happening. Because if it is happening, it's against federal law.
Sure. Okay. Well, feel free to take a look, but.
Well, I appreciate your cooperation there.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. So you heard that conversation we had with the FBI. Now, the next day, I think it was Super Bowl Sunday. It was yesterday. I'm heading out to the Refuge, out there where the Roadblock is. This is the road out to the Refuge Center. Of course, when we get there, it's about 30 miles down the road, and then when you get there, they have the road blocked off. Now, here's the strangest part. Remember, this is Super Bowl Sunday. The weirdest thing happens here. As I'm driving out to the Refuge, a white SUV comes barreling past me like a bat out of hell. Of course, there's two guys in the front seat, mercenary-looking guys, and I didn't think much about it until they passed me, and lo and behold, you're not going to believe what I saw. I saw what looked like a French Euro license plates. Now, I'm not 100% sure it's French, but I know for a fact it's European. So they got a white SUV with European plates. They were dark brown. Now, unfortunately, I could not get a picture of it because they were going so fast. Now, they passed me, and then, of course, they turned into the Refuge Center. And obviously, they're part of the crew out there. I'm going to show you what the license plate looked like. This is an example. Now, remember, this is not the license plate. They were moving way too fast. There's no way I could have got a picture of it. But then I got on the computer, and I looked for examples of that, and there is a French license plate this is a French license plate here. It's an older model. And this is exactly kind of what I saw. It was a dark brown color. This is exactly the type of license plate I saw right here. So with my own eyes, that's proof to me. That's all I needed. For my mind, when I see these guys in this SUV, I know they're a mercenary type. They've got their gear in the back seat. They've got this brown license plate in the back. this is proof positive for me that there are European mercenaries on the ground out there at the Refuge Center. Now, what else I've seen when I got there? Remember, this is Super Bowl Sunday, and it's right around, I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock, somewhere around there. And this story even gets a little stranger because, of course, the white SUV with the European plates on it, they go into the Refuge the road going into the Refuge. And lo and behold, all of a sudden, as soon as I get there, a bunch of SUVs are coming out. Now, either they're taking a Super Bowl break or it's shift change, but it's all happening as soon as I get there. And here's how it went down. So about this time, about a half a dozen of these SUVs come into this little area. This is a restaurant. As you can see there, it's a restaurant / campground. So I follow them right in there. And the guys that got out of this SUV here, there was 2 of them. There's always 2 guys in these SUVs. It's like a 2-man team. So as soon as they got out of the SUV, I asked him, I said, "Hey, you mind if I ask you a question?" And he said, "That all depends on the question." So I just asked him, I said, "Hey, I just came here and I was just passed by a white SUV with French European plates on it." I said, "What can you tell me about that?" And he said, "I don't know anything about that." And off they went in to watch the Super Bowl. So this is where they watched the Super Bowl yesterday, the crew. Now you can see in this parking lot there's got to be at least 10 of these SUVs. I didn't get a good angle at it, but this is where they go for lunch, I guess, or dinner. And this was around 3 or 4 on Super Bowl Sunday. So again, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening, Super Bowl Sunday. Now, I do want to say this: the town of Burns is on pins and needles. I mean, when you're dealing with these people, these paramilitary type people, it's very tense. The atmosphere is very tense. I mean, it's so heavy you can slice it with a butter knife. So I don't want to give the impression that all this is going really, really smoothly. No, when you come up on these guys, they're paramilitary, they're gun ho, they don't even want to talk to you. It's like I say, it's intense. You got to have a little bit of nerve to walk up to these guys. I mean, these guys are not the friendliest bunch out there. They don't want to ask questions. And on this day here, they just wanted to get in there and eat their late lunch, their early dinner, and watch the football game. And again, here's what the roadblock looks like. And this is where the SUVs would have come barreling out of here. About a half a dozen SUVs come barreling out of here. And of course, as soon as they come out of here, they just make an immediate left, and they're there at the restaurant. It's like a little country diner where they can have lunch or dinner. I'll give you a quick overview of what it's like when you come up on these private mercenary type contractors. One thing is each SUV has 2 soldiers per SUV. So each one of the SUVs are going to have like a 2-man team. In the back seat's going to be their duffel bag. Of course, their duffel bag's going to be all their paramilitary gear. And of course, in the back of the SUV, you even have more military gear. So I'm telling you, it's very, very intense here in Harney County.